Hello? I'm just gonna try to finish this series right now. Welcome back to What If Deku Had Overhaul? Sorry for the way the last one sounded. It was mostly because I was kind of tired and I just wanted to post it. But too late, so I'm gonna try to keep this consistent, okay? Let's go. Where we last left off, Midoriya had just destroyed the Nomu and restructured it so the police could take it back into custody. Now, the Class 1A got a 3-day break because of their experience in USJ. Now they come back. I wonder who our new teacher is going to be, as Atsui retorts. As Mr. Aizawa opens the door, saying, "Hello, class." Atsui is shocked by this, as Mr. Aizawa just says that he will still be teaching the class. Mr. Aizawa proceeds to tell them about the sports festival and what they will be doing. Let me turn down the brightness a little, because the sports festival and what they'll be doing. He explains how they're going to have 2 weeks to train. Now, at the end of the day, when it's time to go home, the students are about ready to leave the classroom, as there's a horde of students outside of Class 1A. Whoa, is that the class? Hey, did you guys really fight villains? As they hear it throughout the crowds. As one big purple-haired man, or other student, comes up explaining about the sports festival and how they can be switched out if they don't do their best. So telling them all to stay on their A game. Bakugo completely just shrugging this off and insulting the people, which causes them to not like Class 1A more. 2 weeks go by. Midoriya trains at his government agency thing, as he would normally train. Now, I don't remember, did Midoriya get first place? Ah, damn. I don't remember. Okay, I already know what to do. Now they're in the waiting room. Now, they're scheduled to go out in a few minutes. Before they go out, Todoroki goes up to Midoriya, saying that he's better than him. Midoriya, not really understanding why Todoroki felt the need to say this, asks more about it. Todoroki then explains that in his eyes, he's the person closest to beating him, which is why he declared war on him. As Kaminari says, "Ooh, declaration of wars." With Bakugo giving off a nasty look. And Kirishima trying to break it up. They go outside. Now, I don't remember if Midoriya got first place or if Bakugo got first place. But if Bakugo got first place, he said the exact same thing he said in the anime. If Midoriya got first place, he says we all should try our best. We all should have I hope everybody here has an equal chance of winning this. But to be honest, it doesn't matter how mad they were at Class 1A, Like, it didn't really affect anything. It didn't affect the race. For the cavalry battle, like, Class 1A and Class 1B got in, so they just stuck with their friends. It didn't affect the one-on-one fights. So it didn't matter how much the other students hated or liked Class 1A. It didn't really affect them, even though people are like, no, you got them to hate our class. It doesn't really matter. So, Yeah, that happens. And the race starts as they start running. But they get stuck by the door. This is the first race. This is the first track on the. This is the first obstacle. No, I mean, the race has just started. What do you think we should focus on? President Mike says. As Mr. Zoro retarks the door. As everybody stuck at the door, until Todoroki uses his ice powers and breaks through like all the hordes of people as he starts to run. But other people have done it too, involving Kirishima, Momo, Ayama, and Bakugo, with some others from random classes. Todoroki didn't expect that many people from other classes to break out, which is really stupid because he doesn't know what their quirks are. But anyway, he didn't expect other people from classes to break out. This might be a two-parter. Because for some reason the app I use is saying I don't have storage, even though I just deleted 2 whole gigabytes of storage. But anyway, if this is a two-parter, it's a two-parter. Anyway, Midoriya eventually breaks throughout. Midoriya eventually breaks away from the giant cord as he starts to run too. He knows he's in a good place, but he would be nice if he could get first place. As Mineta is bouncing off of his balls as he's about to grab Todoroki, but gets slapped in the face by a robot. Now, the others see the robot. Midoriya has no problem, so he runs to the robot. If the robot messes with him, he'll destroy it. But before he can even get close, Todoroki has already destroyed it, saying something about his dad. Well, he said, my dear old dad was watching, but to Midoriya's ears, he just heard something about his dad, you know, as the robot starts to fall. The good thing Midoriya was the closest one to Todoroki, as Midoriya runs shortly after he sees the robot start to fall. He runs and gets past the robot as uh as the as they keep running. As other students get past the other multiple 0-point robots. Other students get past the other 0-point robots. As they're running, Midoriya notices mini robots. He thinks he shouldn't waste time with them, especially since he's so close to being in first place. But some of them do mess with him, so he just touches them and destroys them like that. As that's what happened. They get to the gourd part. Midoriya gets on a rope and starts to shimmy along as starts sliding on the ropes. Todoroki's almost finished as Midoriya is saying, "Damn it! Yeah, I need to get closer." Midoriya remembers the training he did. He touches the ground as he makes. I'm just thinking of something. How can overhaul do that? Unless the inside would be hollow. Think about it like this. You have a just regular piece of concrete. It's not attached to the floor or anything. It's probably because it is attached to the floor. Okay, think about it like this. If Midoriya was to use the pillar he was standing on to make something, wouldn't the pillar get smaller because he was extending it in a different way? Or would it just extend for no reason? But the pillar is... No. Forget it. Forget the logic. Midoriya then creates a bridge out of the stones, out of the pillars, and starts running, destroying the bridge behind him so nobody else can catch up quickly or use like the cheat he made. Midoriya continues to run doing this just as Todoroki finishes. Midoriya finishes 30 seconds later. as more people come to find out two people have already finished. I mean, two people are. Ooh, Todoroki's in first place with Midoriya right behind the lead. Any commentary, Aizawa? Mr. Aizawa says these two students have really versatile quirks. As you can see, Todoroki used his ice to move quickly along the rope, and Midoriya used his quirk to make bridges from the dirt or from the stones. As they run and they get to the mine part, Midoriya could easily use his quirk to get over this mine part. But Midoriya could easily use his quirk to get over this mine part. But he knows Todoroki could do the same thing. He knows if he uses his quirk, Todoroki would use his quirk too, and he doesn't want that. So they're both thinking the same thing, that will happen. But it's kind of obvious. As soon as they both step off this minefield, they're gonna use their quirks, because at that point it'll be a race for the first place. So they carefully go throughout the mines. As Bakugo starts flying, telling Todoroki that his declaration of war was to the wrong person, as he tries to explode Todoroki. Todoroki having to momentarily stop causes Midoriya to get in first place, as Midoriya starts to move a little quicker. Uh, as Todoroki as Todoroki's fighting Bakugo, which causes him to stop. Todoroki, realizing he doesn't have any time for this, just uses his ice wall. As Midoriya says, okay, you're using your quirk now? Midoriya makes like a bridge from the dirt, like a small bridge from the dirt, and then he breaks the bridge apart, but keeps a piece of the bridge in his hand. As Midoriya throws it at one of the mines in front of Todoroki, like stunning him as he runs. As then Todoroki gets unstunned along with Bakugo, and they run, and first place is Izuku Midoriya. Second place, Kati Bakugo. Third place, Shoto Todoroki. Any commentary, Mr. Aizawa? President Mike says, Mr. Aizawa says that what he did was, after he got along, he knew Todoroki could have catched up, so he kept some of the things that he made and threw it at the mines to stun him, so he'd have time. It was more for Bakugo than Todoroki, just because Bakugo could move quicker than them, since he could be propelled by his explosions. Anyway, that was the race. Let's move on to the cavalry battle. Now, this is my biggest problem on my what ifs. I always end up going with the same groups. Now, for this one, I'm saying it goes with the same group. There was no real way for him to use his quirk. Okay, so I hate doing this, but everything happened the same, okay? The same group, same everything. And everything happened the same until the last part, where they were cornered by Todoroki. Everything happened the same, to be honest. I mean, it was really after Ida did that one thing. They went to go get the thing as Todoroki activated his quirk. Uh, Midoriya... Midoriya did, instead of using one for all air pressure to, like hold Todoroki's quirk, like wipe away Todoroki's quirk, Midoriya basically grabbed Todoroki's hand and just moved it. He didn't use his quirk on him, he just moved it, knowing that his hand would be burnt, but he could easily heal it after. As you know, that's when he steals the headband and Tokoyami. Tell me, I probably asked this in another what if, but again, please, just comment. I don't even care if you subscribe, could you just comment? Comment down below if you think Midoriya was smart for not taking multiple headbands. Cause I know, I get it. Midoriya's nice. He wants to be a hero. He only wanted the 1,000 point headband. But seriously, why would Midoriya only want to take one headband? It's like he could have took them all, but he said, "I only need one." Even if you only need one, you could have eliminated a very, very, very strong opponent. And that's why you lost in the original. Anyway, sorry. They start to announce the teams. And thanks to Tokiyami's smartness, thanks to Tokiyami being obviously smarter than Midoriya in this situation, they are able to pass on. Now, as you would think, the matches would still be the same. They are the same. Because nothing's changed. I didn't add any new people. Nothing at all has changed, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Now, can we just. I feel like I'm missing something. They go on break as Todoroki explains everything in his backstory. And I don't really remember what happened in this part. Todoroki explains everything that happened in his backstory. Yeah, screw it. You know, I'm still even thinking who he's gonna work study with. Anyway, now, uh, first match, Shinzo versus Midoriya. How this work is, I mean, I mean, really, he doesn't have one for all, so he should have really just lost the match. But you guys didn't come here for that, and that would have been lame and weak. So what he did was he basically I'm gonna say he made some earplugs out of the ground, or like he made some earplugs out of his clothes and just blocked his ears as he ran up to Shinzo and basically locked him inside a stone box that he made from concrete. He locked him inside like a concrete box that he made from the arena. That's what I'm gonna say he did, immobilizing Shinzo, making him win. There's nothing else changes besides the match with Midoriya. For Midoriya gets Endeavor acts as Midoriya. If he could please, like, let him Endeavor asks Midoriya if he would get Todoroki to use his fire quirk. Midoriya says, "I can't control your son, and he might be your son, but he's not you." Midoriya walks out. The match starts. Shiroki shoots ice shards at Midoriya. But Midoriya does the same thing, but instead ice shard, it's concrete shards, which overpower Todoroki's because stone is stronger than ice. You know, it overpowers Todoroki. Thinks the ice being stronger than stone. I bet you if Toro, if you know what quirk evolutions are, then if you don't know what quirk evolutions are, then I'll give you a hint. It's a small manga spoiler, but it's not a big one. Everybody said that she should really just get this. Like this should have just come with her quirk. A quirk evolution is when like your quirk evolves, like a Pokemon. How a Pokemon could evolve, like how how a damn it, how a salamander could evolve into a Charizard. I don't know. I don't know the name of the Pokemon before salamander, before Charizard. You know how whatever the name of the Pokemon was before it evolves to Charizard could evolve into Charizard, and Charizard is big and powerful. Think about it like that. Toga. Apparently, there's a upcoming arc where Toga's quirk evolves, and now she can use people's quirks when she transforms into them. She can use the persons that she transforms into quirk. That's what she can do. Okay, that's what a quirk of. I bet. Why do I feel like if Todoroki was to have a quirk evolution, he'd be able to use water? I don't know. I mean, fire from left, ice from right, maybe water from both. I don't know. Maybe water from his mouth. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, one more thing. Comment down below if you thought that doctor stole Midoriya's quirk. That was a big spoiler. That was my fault. I didn't even warn you. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So this happens for a while. Midoriya gets a little upset, telling Todoroki constantly for him to use his quirk. He keeps telling Todoroki to use his quirk while overpowering Todoroki in every possible way, resetting the match and resetting the stage and unresetting it as he wants. Todoroki then proceeds to say, did my monster of a father convince you to do this? As Midoriya starts to scream, it's your quirk, not his. I mean, I don't know why he'd scream this, but he does. He screams, it's your quirk, not his. Todoroki then gets a heart of words as he starts flashing back to multiple scenes of his mother, and especially one scene of All Might when he was talking about quirks, as Todoroki finally understands and starts to activate his quirk. Todoroki says thank you, Midoriya, as he shoots a giant columns of ice, with Midoriya doing the same thing. But this time the ice is sort of overpowering the concrete, and Todoroki sends a giant fire attack, but Midoriya triple Rashomons that. Todoroki does send a giant fire attack, but Midoriya's triple Rashomons it. And triple Rashomon, wait, triple Rashomon, is that what it's called? I don't remember. If you've watched Naruto, you know what Orochimaru's summonings are. Where you can summon those giant three, he can summon like giant three gates that are supposed to be indestructible, even though they're easily destroyed by a mini-tailed beast bomb. But yeah, they're supposed to be indestructible, but they're not. Anyway, now thanks to this mini triple Rashomon, uh, Midoriya did survive, but some of it broke off. Todoroki, but they're both standing in the ring. Midoriya says it's time to end this. He wants to Todoroki with Todoroki shooting fire. Midoriya just runs through the fire, getting a little burnt. Todoroki then shoots an ice attack as Midoriya gets close. Midoriya dodges this. Midoriya is almost in punching range as Todoroki freezes Midoriya in ice, but Midoriya uses his quirk to destroy the ice. Todoroki shoots a fire attack, but Midoriya dodges. Remember, Midoriya grew up in the government training thing, and so he's trained with he's trained army style and stuff. So he disables Todoroki, uh, uh, as he kicks Todoroki in the stomach, touching the ground, and he makes a fist and he touches the ground. I shouldn't have done that. But Todoroki uses his ice to keep Midoriya at bay. As this 2 weeks, Midoriya has been working on something. Just bear with me. If you don't like it, comment, okay? Please, just comment. You don't have to subscribe, just comment. That's all I want. I just want to interact with people. I'm about to download Spoon. But, Midoriya. So, if you don't want this, just comment if you don't want this. But, Todoroki shoots ice at Midoriya. Midoriya dodges as he touches the ice and does something to it. And it looks like what happens when a Chidori and Rasengan mix together. That's what happened. And Todoroki shoots ice at Midoriya. Midoriya sticks his hand out, Todoroki wondering what Midoriya is doing, as the same thing happened. From the smoke, like from the rubble, you could see how one half of Midoriya's hand is fire, the other half is water. Is ice. Midoriya then tries to flicks his hand at Todoroki throwing a fireball, which almost throws Todoroki out of bounds. Todoroki, so shocked, doesn't know what to do, as Midoriya in the punches Todoroki in the stomach, slamming him to the ground as Todoroki gets frozen. Again, if you don't want this, then just comment. And then, so Midoriya wins. Getting healed, Todoroki has the thing with Endeavor. Now, I know I'm about to run out of space soon, so let me just finish this up. For him versus Ida, he couldn't get close to Midoriya because Midoriya kept on destroying the ground over and over, so Ida never had a steady running place. And I'm gonna say Midoriya never had a steady, Ida never had a steady running place. That Midoriya eventually, he was doing something that would make Ida keep jumping back until Ida was forced out of bounds. Now, for him versus Bakugo, I mean, this is kind of hard because I feel like Bakugo would just stay in the air. So, Midoriya would create blocks. So, you know how Overhaul creates spikes to fight his opponents? Well, Midoriya creates blocks. Imagine if, instead of spikes, they're fist. Fist. He doesn't create fists, he creates, Knuckles' fist out of the ground. So that's what happens. But, unfortunately, yes. No. So, Bakugo keeps going into the air, and Bakugo's too fast for the normal speed. Bakugo's too fast for Midoriya's, like, concrete knuckles, as Bakugo keeps staying in the air. But a small result of Bakugo staying in the air is Bakugo can't really attack Midoriya if he's in the air. Bakugo gets close, but Midoriya easily uses the ground and starts punching Bakugo. Bakugo uses his explosions, but his explosions have little effect on concrete. They can break it, because when he was fighting Uraraka, he was destroying the ground, but still, that was only a little. There wasn't a reason why he was ripping off big chunks when he was exploding. So, Bakugo decides to say that he can't, really beat with this small explosions. He starts to do his counter impact as Midoriya throws a punch, thinking Bakugo's just gonna dodge and evade, but he doesn't know why he's spinning. Bakugo does the counter impact, sending Midoriya out of bounds, with Bakugo winning. That's all. Next part, I'll cover the internships. So, hope you enjoy. I'm sorry. I'm not tired. It's just I want to start so many new series, but I don't want to be overpowered. I still have to post my Shinra and Miles, and I sort of almost forgot about the Omnitrix what if. So you get it? But I'll try to do these. I'll be posting the Shinra one tomorrow if you like that one. Hope you enjoyed. You don't have to subscribe, just comment, please.